gotta leave in about 10 minutes.
What are we shooting today?
Going over to Chris's.
My name's Chris Giffen. I'm, I guess what you could call the president of the Sinister Shadows Project. I am the world's largest holder of antique pretzel car ride parts and ride systems. I've got more of these pretzel rides than anybody else. It's got to be close to 25 or 30 different pretzel cars that I can ride on these tracks, and 2,000 feet of pretzel ride track that I could put in any building. So at this point sitting here, I could build a haunted house ride that I could put you in a car, press the button, send you into it, send you through a story that could last 25 minutes without stopping. I can actually pinpoint my love for dark rides to a visit to Walt Disney World in Orlando with my brother, my family, when we were 5 or 6 years old, and we rode Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That used to be a dark pretzel ride, one of the very original dark rides there ever was, actually. And I, being the homebody I am, ended up staying in New York and always wanting to build my own haunted house ride here.
All right. First day on the job. Did you?
10,000 square feet of, is that right? Is that supposed to be doing that?
I think it's a camera body. Let's swap out the camera body.
My name is David Ferguson. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm into robots, animatronics.
People don't appreciate what dark rides have done to the amusement park industry and to the entertainment industry. Really, there's so many movies based on dark rides. There's dark rides based on movies, and I believe personally this is the way the future is going to go.
Well, hopefully, he continues to keep me in his back pocket, doing contract work for, like I said, anything software, electronic wise. I'm really good at designing electronic components and writing the software to coordinate them. So, like I always tell him, the sky's the limit.
What is going on, man? It didn't work.
I don't get it, man. The screen's flashing.
It keeps shutting off.
Is that if we can entertain the brain more than the physical body, I want to build a haunted house ride that would take a company like Disney, Universal, Hershey, that would cost them millions of dollars. I was truly quite nervous at what it was going to cost.
My name is Pete Rondeau from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm the owner of HauntBots.
But then I found out that these rides weren't really appreciated. No one cared about them.
HauntBots makes animation controllers for standalone props. We do work for museums and amusement parks. Primarily, anytime somebody needs something to happen when somebody walks into a room, we make all sorts of lights and buzzers and bells and whistles go off.
And it was really quite sad, but it worked out for me because I could buy entire amusement park rides for $500.
I'm Chris's wife, Beth. We've been married for 19 years. So we've been working on, projects throughout time span 10, 15 years, just adding more and more each year. Turns out we were coming up on the
This is all corrupted. We're gonna have to shoot this again.
For Sinister Shadows, we've done quite a bit of consulting. We provide some hardware, and as the project goes on, I'm sure we'll be providing more hardware, basically to control different scenes, to make the different things in Chris's mind come to life. Holy.
Although these rides built on 1940s technology would be very easy to recreate, you can't recreate it. You got to have the original ride to use, so you could say, hey, it's a 1940s ride.
I'm Mark Copenhaver. I'm a senior master Ford technician at the local Ford dealer here, and I'm kind of Chris's main mechanical, engineering, that type of project manager. It's out of my personal love of machines and the ability to take something that doesn't look possible. Realistically, how can we do this? And how can we do it for, I'm cheap, man. How can we do it for 50 bucks, you know, and make it perfect and make it the way that it would be if it was, you know, really, really over-engineered and all that. Well, how can we get the exact same results?
Nick, look at this.
I really feel like I'm bringing something back home to the Northeast by building this here. This is going to be a destination. People are going to want to drive from all of these other cities that normally York people drive to. People are going to drive to York to see this. We've actually had people that, for my haunted house display in my front yard, have driven from New Jersey and Virginia just to see what I have built in my front yard every year. So when I'm standing there in my front yard and people pull up from out of state to see what I have built, that's the stuff that turns me on. That I can drag people from neighboring states to drive 2 hours to see something in my front yard that they get maybe 10 minutes worth of entertainment. So imagine what I can do with a building. Imagine what I can do with more.